stance defensively, matched up with Mitchell. Fires up a three. Kills.
Sophie's sister Lindsay and her mom Paula. At WNBA, maybe you should focus less on fining players for commenting on your poor officiating and more about hiring officials that are able to call a consistent game, protect your athletes. Pathetic. Praying for you, Sophie Cunningham. And Sophie's mother, Paula. Hartley is a disgruntled player having trouble everywhere she goes. She's playing mean and plays.
So proud of you guys. I know that sometimes it sounds like just a word when we talk about being resilient, but it's not, man. It's how we live. Yep. It's how y'all live, and it's a tribute to you. It's a tribute to your connectedness, your togetherness, your toughness, your mindset, your never give up gritty attitudes. Like, that's what it takes. That's what it takes, and we will never be counted out, because that is worth gold. That is worth gold. Kels, goddamn baby.
I don't think today, quote unquote, 1,000,000% for sure saved the Fever season. I think it did. I think it was huge for the season. I think the Indiana Fever, unless the Sparks come back in this game, are probably going to make the playoffs. And is there an argument to be made that it's actually better for the Fever to have lost this game and to not make the playoffs? Sure. But you know what? As a sports fan, fuck losing. Fuck tanking. I want to see the Indiana Fever play in the playoffs because I think Caitlin Clark's going to be healthy for the playoffs. I think that spell, those last 3 games, where I don't think anyone's going to play in that last Lynx game unless it's needed. I think that Mystics and Sky game back to back, I think she's going to become, even if she's a little bit iffy, no matter what, if they're going to make the playoffs, I think she's coming back for those 2 games. And then with Caitlin Clark there, even a 75% Caitlin Clark. People are saying, oh, Caitlin Clark, she's going to get surgery in the offseason. People are like, oh, she needs surgery in the offseason. If she needs surgery in the offseason, go and play. Go and play in the playoffs. Because with Kelsey Mitchell...
I thought, well, I wasted my day watching this game and going live for it. Then cue the end of the third quarter. The momentum shifted and the Fever started chipping away at this enormous lead that the Connecticut Sun had on them. For the majority of the game, I would say that the lead was around 15, 16 points, and they got it down to 8 points. And Kelsey Mitchell's
starters goes down, one of your leaders goes down. And after that, it did feel like the morale of the team was down for the first half, and they went into halftime being down 20 points. And I thought, I was on live, you guys heard it from me, I was like, okay, this game's done. Like, they just can't get out of it. The morale of the team is done. Seeing Sophie go down, like, maybe this team just doesn't have any fight left in them. And I was actually ready to give them a pass as well. I was like, you know what? It's been a hard season. And at some point, you might just have to throw in the towel and be like, you know what? We will get after it next.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You
go down with injury amid all the other injuries that the Fever have suffered. It really felt like it was over. I mean, before the game, Stephanie White said she hopes Caitlin Clark is back at some point in the regular season. Then you see Sophie come down and you're...
This was the largest comeback in Indiana Fever franchise history. And it was funny because there were so many people cheering in Connecticut for the Indiana Fever when all this was happening. There was actually just so many Fever fans in Connecticut. As a matter of fact, when Marie...
Instead of reading what she had to say, I'm still on my theory that I don't believe Caitlin Clark come back. For her to say she's hopeful that she's going to come back, that's the game plan. She didn't seem or look very confident in stating that Caitlin was going to come back. This is a very interesting
Caitlin Clark's return wasn't just a comeback, it was history in motion. Under the brightest lights, she delivered a performance that shattered records and rewrote the conversation around her rookie year. For weeks, critics questioned whether the hype could match the reality. But in one night, she flipped doubt into dominance. This wasn't just about numbers on a stat sheet, it was about proving that the WNBA's most watched rookie could rise when the league needed her most. TV audiences didn't just watch Caitlin Clark's return, they surged with it. The game drew 1.12 million viewers on ESPN, making it the most watched WNBA regular season broadcast since 2021. Fans weren't tuning in for just another Fever game. They came to see if the most hyped rookie could deliver under pressure. And she did. Clark dropped 28 points, 12 assists, and 6 threes, setting a rookie record for most threes in a return game. For context, she entered averaging 17.1 points, but this one night elevated both her averages and her narrative. The impact was immediate. With Clark orchestrating, Indiana posted a 117 offensive rating, 15 points above their season average. On court, the Fever outscored Seattle by 18 when she played, but were -7 when she sat. That kind of swing proves how her spacing and decision-making already bend defenses. Odds makers noticed too. DraftKings reported a 42% spike in live betting handle during the game, with Fever wagers quadrupling after her fourth three-pointer. Her return also echoed her NCAA dominance. Clark's Final Four run drew nearly 10 million viewers. Now she's pulling the same effect into the WNBA. No other rookie, Stewart Ionescu, has created single-game spikes like this. This was proof Clark doesn't just play in moments, she creates them. The timing matters most. Indiana sits in the thick of a playoff race, hovering near .500. Clark's resurgence directly impacts their postseason hopes. In the 10 games before, the Fever posted a -6.8 net rating. With Clark back, that swung to +9.3 in one night. That's not minor improvement. It's transformational. For a franchise that hasn't made the playoffs since 2016, her presence is a rebuild accelerator. The ripple went beyond basketball. Indiana's home attendance jumped past 15,000, resale prices soared from $80 to $140, and Fanatics reported a 31% spike in Clark-related jersey sales. She pushed her gear back into the league's top 3 sellers. For a team battling for relevance, Clark didn't just add wins, she reignited demand across every metric. Her return also clarified Indiana's identity. When Clark balances shooting with distribution, Indiana looks like a playoff team. When she forces, the offense crumbles. Against Seattle, she elevated teammates. Nalissa Smith's 18 and Kelsey Mitchell's 15 came directly off Clark's playmaking. It was the clearest glimpse yet of Indiana's ceiling. History offers comparisons, but none at this scale. Stewart's rookie season lifted Seattle, but didn't spark this kind of frenzy. Ionescu's debut was highly anticipated, but injuries muted her impact. Clark nearly tripled Stewart's debut viewership and surpassed Ionescu by 400,000. Her jersey also cracked Fanatics' top 10 across all U.S. athletes, something no rookie had done before. Even NBA comps show her rarity. LeBron's debut drew 2.7 million. But relative to league baselines, Clark's proportional impact is just as seismic. The deeper context, Clark's return rippled across every business metric the WNBA needs. The 1.1 million viewers nearly tripled the league average. Clips of her comeback hit 5 million views on TikTok and Instagram in 48 hours. Ticket resale prices surged 65% overnight, and Fanatics confirmed her jersey outsold even Wilson and Stewart that week. DraftKings saw a 42% rise in Fever-related bets. Few leagues outside the NFL see this kind of star-driven power. Looking ahead, Clark's impact shapes playoff math and business growth alike. Projections show Indiana's playoff odds rose 12% after her return because her presence boosts offensive efficiency by nearly 8 points per 100 possessions. Broadcasters will keep moving Fever games into primetime, and the league's next TV deal, currently worth $60 million annually, could double if ratings sustain. For upcoming stars like Paige Buchers or Juju Watkins, Clark sets a new model. Rookies are now expected to move markets immediately. At the cultural level, Clark's success proves March Madness audiences can follow into the pros. The NCAA Women's Final outdrew the men's, and Clark is showing the WNBA can hold those viewers. If she sustains this level, triple-digit growth in attendance, ratings, and merchandise could become the norm. Caitlin Clark's return wasn't just another game, it was a statement. Her presence pushed ratings into historic territory, reignited Indiana's playoff hopes, and reshaped ticket and sponsorship markets overnight. She has already become the barometer for what a modern superstar looks like: production, visibility, and marketability all in one. So the questions now are simple. Can Caitlin Clark sustain this momentum and carry Indiana deeper into contention? And just as importantly, can the WNBA build enough depth around her story so this isn't just one viral moment, but the launch of a new era for professional women's basketball?